Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, a tight series back and forth so far. Will it continue that way? Thank you for joining us for this playoff edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. You look at San Antonio. And the split in the first two games means 3 of the next 5 games will be on their home court.
Nice to have that edge in your back pocket. If they can make it 2-1 here tonight, they'll feel like this series is theirs for the taking.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams for 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And that one's good, Champagne.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Holmgren. A fadeaway. It's good.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Steps back. Here's Fox. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Gordon. SGA feeling it out a bit. Can't get it to fall. The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all time, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Vassell outside. Castle on the wing. 3-pointer, Fox.
And fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length.
Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Vassell left side. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. San Antonio making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Wallace comes in for Dort. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now Castle. And he throws it down down hard with one hand.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. Outside Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a three.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Holmgren kicks to Williams. Deflects the pass. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Castle against Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And that one drops for him. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Pass to Castle. No good from outside. The Thunder leading by 6. How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Benyama finds Fox. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Fox has got his second bucket tonight.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Fox, no good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. It's Joe on the wing. Wallace outside. For 3, Mitchell drills it from outside. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Kevin?
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Castle with it. Over Joe. Castle misses. Wiggins outside. In the corner, Wallace with it. On the wing, Wallace fires the 3. Good on the triple.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Strong finish by Vassell, showing off that bounce right there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for the Spurs. Then for the Thunder, Jalen Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And SGA is subbed in for Mitchell. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The drive by Barnes. And he uses the glass on the layup. Barnes has got his first bucket in this one. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time, how long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
Castle sets the screen for Vassell. Basket counts. Vassell's got 4 this quarter.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. Drains it from beyond the arc. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Vassell. A putback. Now Castle. Second shot opportunity. Goes up with it again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Stephon Castle. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Misses the jumper.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Dort a screen on Wembanyama. Williams passes to Dort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
6'3", 215 pounds. Lou Dort is one strong guard. Hard to handle for defenders.
Dort taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Spurs. Champagne's checked in. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Mitchell, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. All free throws good from Dort. 58 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Champagne. For 3, Vassell. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's SGA. Good. The nice assist for Williams. SGA's got 17.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Now Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's SGA. Sinks that one from the post. SGA's got 8 here in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
The wide open look here for Fox. San Antonio again missing. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't be more lopsided, but we still have another half to go. Prove me wrong. Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. In good position in the series, but not so much tonight. Guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think they've took their foot off the gas just a little bit. Feeling confident, but you got to keep working.
Yeah, you need to have that killer instinct. You know, when you got a team down, that's when you got to put them away.
Get them out of there. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA. Pass to Dort. Williams for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Oklahoma City. And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Shot from 12. Hits the putback. Oh, we've got a whistle, guys. Trying to get the tip in, and he couldn't get it to go. Meanwhile, some contact that the officials saw. So 2 shots at the line. The Spurs shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
A generational talent for Wembanyama. The sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. The Thunder leading by 20. Hartenstein with a screen on Fox. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Holmgren outside. On the wing, Williams. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Spurs trail by 20. Outside, Fox. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Castle, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
SGA passes to Dort. SGA against Fox. Holmgren outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Wembenyama, right side. Gets an open look and hits. Wembenyama's got 8 points.
And Wembenyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Dort kicks to SGA. Six to shoot. Puts the move on. And the rejection by Wembenyama. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Fox from outside. Here's Castle. Vassell outside. He's looking for Wembenyama and finds him.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Williams finds Hartenstein. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Dort kicks to Williams. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. The shot from the low post is good. 15 points for Chet Holmgren.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Here's Fox, and it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
SGA into the lane.
And a three-level scorer. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Here's Fox. He has 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nailed from three-point land. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter. And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Williams from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And for the Spurs, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. It's Vassell on the wing. Wallace covering. And that one's good. Barnes.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Wallace the pass to Joe. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Goes back up. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Williams. Wallace kicks to Wiggins. Wallace with the screen for Wiggins. There's the drive. Wallace misses. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Really left alone that time.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Wiggins outside. Down low. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Devin Vassell. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
And the Spurs making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Outside Harper. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Mitchell against Fox. Clock at 4. Here's Champagne. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Do not discount how much Fox's playmaking means to this team. He is the floor general.
Wiggins surveying the floor. And stolen by Vassell. In transition, here come the Spurs. And it's Fox with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Fox with the steal. Up the floor. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
On the wing, Wallace fires the 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wallace has got 5 points in the quarter.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
With a chance to take command in this series, he did everything. That is the kind of killer instinct you need in the playoffs. Wembanyama, left side. Rebound by Mitchell.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Carlson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Second team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Carlson.
No good on that. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And he's good on the second. 1:52 left in the game. Johnson down low, covered by Joe, and the shot is good from Johnson.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Williams passes to Mitchell. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Now Williams. Pass to Caruso from downtown. And it's Harper with the rebound. Spurs trail by 21.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for Oklahoma City.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And they're going to take one big step closer to the NBA Finals with this win tonight.
Yeah, and we know how pivotal Game 3s can be, especially when the teams split the first two. So they have a major advantage going forward. The lead may only be 2-1, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Takes the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Johnson, wide open, he fires. 3, good. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now Mitchell. Caruso fires. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.